$20,000. Hey, welcome to a brand new video series where you get to look over my shoulder and watch me wholesale and flip houses. And in a minute, I'm leaving to meet a wholesaler named Lindo to give him this $20,000 non-refundable deposit. I'm actually paying him a total of $40,000 for wholesaling me a property that I'm gonna tear down and rebuild a 7,000 square foot luxury new construction home that I'll flip for a huge profit. So join me on today's video where I interview Lindo, my wholesaler, and I discuss this deal and watch me pay a huge wholesale fee.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Data Cruncher software, which finds cheap houses in your area. Get it now at mydatacruncher.com.
And if you're new here to this channel, I'm Jerry Norton with flippingmastery.com, and this channel is all about ways to help you make money wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. And if you've been following my channel, you know that not only do I wholesale real estate, but I also fix and flip as well as build and flip new construction. And in Scottsdale, Arizona, we specialize in high-end luxury new construction flipping. I'm talking multi-million-dollar homes. Now, flipping new construction, especially high-end new construction, is an advanced strategy, no doubt. But if you're a wholesaler in a market where investors are building and flipping new construction, you may have an opportunity to wholesale buildable lots to new construction investors like me, which we're gonna discuss on this video, so keep watching. All right, so join me as I head out to this property and I meet my wholesaler Lindo so I can give him this $20,000 check and interview him about the deal. Let's go. All right, Lindo, so let's share with viewers here. Tell us a little bit about this deal. First of all, let's talk about how you found this deal. And it's kind of funny because most people think, well, when you find $1 million property, you know, there's probably some kind of sophisticated thing that goes on. And really how you found this deal wasn't very sophisticated, was it?
No. I was just talking to an investor friend, and he asked me to find him a lot in this area. So I went on Google.
Yep.
And I was looking for, you know, vacant land, and I noticed this house from the air that the pool was, you know, empty.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of vegetation around the house, so I drove out here immediately, and then I noticed it was abandoned.
Which in this area, I mean, that's a huge sign that it's a distressed property because there's multi-million-dollar homes right in this area. I mean, our neighbor, what, 2 houses down is who?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald lives 2 doors down. So these are, you know, $3, $4, $5 million homes right on this street or higher. And here's this house that's been vacant for what, like 20 years?
20 years.
It's been vacant for 20 years. The owners own it in a trust, so it's probably a land bank deal where they've just been sitting on it. Yeah. Totally neglected, totally debilitated. Lindo saw that the pool was empty and vacant, and that kind of spurred his interest to check it out. You came out here, then what'd you do? You looked up the sellers?
I looked up the sellers, and he asked me to make him an offer, so I did.
So you made him an offer, and you kind of did your research. You knew what investors like me that do high-end luxury flipping, kind of what they need to buy lots for to fit their formula. And that's wholesaling, right? You figure out what your cash buyers are paying, you come in under them, and the difference is your spread on a wholesale fee. It's really awesome. So you kind of did that math and you kind of figured where you needed to be.
Right.
A little bit of negotiating.
Yeah, a lot of negotiating.
There were some things to figure out. So once you got the contract with that seller on the property, that was for what? It was $925, ended up being $935 on the contract with the seller. And then you went to your buddy who you originally were looking for deals, or your cash buyer who you were originally sourcing for. Yeah. And what happened to him?
He said, "Man, I just put a house under contract.
I spent my money.
Yeah.
I just spent my money. Yeah, which happens, right? Yeah, that's why you want to have multiple cash buyers. Yeah. And it kind of a blessing in disguise because here you had this buyer you were looking for a deal for. You get the deal. He ties up his money on another deal. And what did that force you to do then?
Find another buyer.
Find another buyer. Yeah. Build your buyers list.
Right.
So then you were on the hunt to build your cash buyer, find a cash buyer, build your list. And so share with everybody, okay, you got this property, you know it's a good deal for the right investor that does high-end flips. What was your number one method to find your cash buyer?
So I just went and looked for like the new builds from 2016 up to date.
Yeah.
And I just started calling the builders that built those homes in this area.
Perfect.
And like you guys were like the third number I called. Was
Okay.
your partner. Yeah.
So you got a list of about how many?
I've got about 40.
Okay, so you got a list of about 40. Now that list of 40, that's a pretty good list, right? I mean, on your future deals, you're gonna wanna work that list.
Yeah.
But you started called us, we were the third ones down on your list. Pretty good that it wasn't the 29th one or the 39th one down on your list. And what was crazy is we just happened to be in the market looking for a deal right at that same time that Lindo kind of reached out to us and said, hey, I got a deal in Paradise Valley, here's where it is. It was like the perfect timing. But that's how it works. The more cash buyers you talk to, you're gonna find one that's in that spot where they're ready for a deal.
Right.
And as a wholesaler, you bring them that deal. So this was off market. I had no idea this was here. We didn't know. And you found this deal, called us up, just be perfect timing. And at a $935 contract with the seller, we worked out a deal with us for $975, so a $40,000 wholesale fee. And just kind of so you guys understand what's happening here is we officially have the property under contract. Part of the way we structured this deal was we had to put down a pretty big earnest money with the seller, $100,000. So Lindo kind of let us come in, put down that earnest money, and we're not closed yet. We don't close for a couple months actually. So what we did with Lindo for really being involved in the deal, he did a lot of due diligence to figure out, water and sewer utility connections, how we can kind of do our new construction here. So we kind of put him to work a little bit to help us do that due diligence, which is what you should do as a wholesaler. The more problems you solve, the more money you make. So you were involved in that.
Oh yeah.
It was really helpful. You did a great job with that. And then what we did is we worked out a deal with Lindo where we're gonna pay him $20,000 right now, and then $20,000, the other $20,000 of his 40 total on the day of closing in a couple months. So I've got right here a $20,000 check from my company made out to Lindo's company. And I wanna give you this check, Lindo, and congratulate you.
Thank you.
Good job on this deal. The other 20 is gonna be coming here soon, but you got the 20 now. I'm really glad we were able to kind of structure it that way for you. It worked for us too. Not all cash buyers will do that, so that's kind of cool. Most will not pay until the day of closing,
Right.
But we got clear title, we got the seller on board. We feel really good about everything, and so we're able to do that. So that's awesome. Now, just so you guys know, if you're interested, I'm gonna do more videos on this project. We're gonna film the whole thing, do lots of progress videos. I'll be sharing tips and tricks and strategies and techniques all along the way. Those of you that are really excited about new construction, you'll really enjoy this series because we're gonna tear this house down and then we're gonna build a 7,000 square foot home that we can sell for hopefully high threes, maybe $4 million. So we're gonna try to keep our build at around $1.5 million, the lot around $1 million, so all in for $2.5 million, selling for $3.75 to $4 million. So you can see there's a huge spread. You can make a lot of money when you get to the point where you can learn how to do this type of investing, but you gotta start somewhere. Lindo, you've been a wholesaler for how long?
Going on 3 years.
Going on 3 years, yeah. Not full time, right?
No.
But you'd like to make it full time?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Lindo, can you share with everybody maybe what would be like your number one tip that you could share with somebody watching about something you've learned with wholesaling, or maybe doing big deals like this as a big wholesaler, doing a $40,000 wholesale fee?
Just go out there and find a deal.
Just look for them, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to Lindo before, and he was telling me about being willing to knock doors and just get out there and hunt.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm looking for more deals. I do deals in any market in the U.S. Fix and flip deals. If you can find a good fix and flip deal that meets my criteria, I'll buy that deal from you. I'll pay you a fee, a wholesale fee or a finder fee. And so if you'd like to learn how you can be a finder for me, you do need to be in my finder program to be able to present deals to me. But I'll be your cash buyer. I've got systems and funding in place to be able to do these types of deals anywhere in the US. It does need to be a good deal. It does need to meet my criteria. I've got a free training where you can learn how to be a finder for me. I'll put the link to that in the description below and you can check it out. And guys, this is the fastest growing channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. We've got hundreds of videos on the channel, new videos that come out every single week. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. And remember, it's not about the money, it's about having the time and freedom to have, be, do, and give everything that God has in store for you. That's really what it's all about, and I'll see you on the next video.